Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new Thunder Corrupted monster who is currently available in the maze, Skelektron. So this monster is very unique because he is our second resurrection monster from the Corrupted era. It's been a while since he had one of them. So I'm pretty excited to make this video. At the same time, revival monsters, support monsters are kind of hard to showcase, but I will do my best. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, the cells, everything I need. All the food and any gems I use will be reimbursed. I do like the animation on how he just ordered the little minions to attack the test dummies. The awakening of Lord Nabotis' powers was too exciting for this dead monster to stay dead. In his previous life, Skelektron had been one of Nabotis' most favorite admirers, but similar to his idol's fame, he had died young. However, now he's back and ready to join Lord Nabotis' renewed fan club. With that being said, we'll start off with the trait because this is pretty interesting. This monster starts off with Gravedigger. It's been a long time since we've seen the Gravedigger trait, although it's nothing too fancy. It's just an immune to possession, corruption, and nightmares. Almost like Abomination, except you don't get that extra bleed immunity. You also get a hardened, so 20% of the time you don't get hit with negative effects. And then you get an area thunder immunity. All allies gain immunity to thunder damage at the start of the battle. So you got to think of the thunder meta monsters. Skelektron comes to mind, but then Skelektron also has other attacks he can utilize at his disposal. So I don't know necessarily how strong the area thunder immunity is. There is Kaori as well. But yeah, when I think of thunder attackers, Skelektron is the number one, and he has like fire and light based attacks as well. So overall, I guess the fact that you can't be possessed is good because the worst thing that could happen to you is you get possessed and then you revive one of the enemy's monsters. And then an umbrella trait is always good to have. And then, of course, as more and more powerful thunder monsters get released, this will become more valuable. Alright, let's talk power. This monster has a power stat of 8162, which is less than average. Handful of monsters have that power stat. The life stat is 86,860, which is the second lowest stat in the game, tied with a ton of monsters. All I will say is that the only monster that has a lower life stat would be Spec, who has a life stat of 84,448. So, yeah, very squishy monster, even though he can resurrect. The speed stat, however, is incredibly fast, 6578. That is super fast. That is tied with that of Waldorf, and it is the third overall stat in the game. The only monsters faster are Ingwe, Frozzynaut, who have the similar stat, and then Matt Stoney. So yeah, he's an incredibly fast monster who can resurrect. That's going to be very interesting to see how to utilize this monster. Alright, so the first skill we have, For the Lord, deals moderate thunder damage to an enemy and applies shock. This can prevent extra turn skills, 0 cooldown, 30 stamina cost. We have Spirit Renewed, which resurrects one ally with 100% life. This has no cooldown, so even in situations where you get hit with cooldown activation, you have a resurrection skill, also 30 stamina cost. We have Rays of Despair, which deals low thunder damage to all enemies and applies shock to all enemies, so blocks extra turns for the whole enemy team. And nowadays, just about every single monster has some sort of extra turn skill, and if not, they can activate Unrelenting Assault. Let's see what else we have. Undead Bravery applies immune to control, life regen, and double damage to one ally. So one of your ally can get a pretty big buff, can get life regen as well, and they cannot be stopped thanks to the control immunity. This has a 2 turn cooldown, 42 stamina cost, so more of a supportive skill. We have Rise of the Warrior, which resurrects one ally with 50% life, applies double damage, and gives one extra turn to one ally. This is what makes this revival skill incredibly powerful. Normally when you resurrect a monster, who knows what can happen? You resurrect a monster, and then the enemy gets like 5 turns or something. It's something insane. But the fact that you're resurrecting and getting an immediate extra turn, that is incredibly valuable. Now, the bad thing is, we do live in an era that has a lot of anticipation, right? Waldorf literally just got released. We have Kage, we have Lord Nabotis, we have Burnex, we have a few others that I haven't mentioned. So there's a ton of anticipation monsters that you have to be careful of. If it's just Skelektron, you don't have a Megaton monster or a Taunt monster, and you resurrect your attacker, if that enemy anticipation monster goes, if they hit hard, you might end up dying anyways because it's only 50% life that you come back with. So that's just something to keep in mind. The double damage though is really nice. Can you imagine resurrecting like a stock killer that has pierce and then you can attack whoever you want, or a spec, or literally anyone, someone with ET skills, and just utilizing that double damage, hitting a strong AoE. So there's a lot of potential with the skill. You do got to be careful with it though. We have Your Bone, deals heavy thunder damage to an enemy, applies vulnerable and damage boost to all allies. I like this skill a lot. The fact that you apply vulnerable, which makes your next attack 50% stronger, and you damage boost to everyone, that is super useful. If for whatever reason you have this monster going first in the turn order, he can be a really good Dispelling Fist user, because assuming you're facing like Megataunt and Anticipation and something else, right? This monster with Dispelling Fist can attack the Megaton monster. Dispelling Fist gets rid of Megataunt, and then that Megaton monster now is vulnerable. You have your damage boost on your allies. Your attacker can do a strong AoE skill, so you could run him as a Dispelling Fist user for that reason. We have Graveyard Awakening. This one resurrects all allies with 100% life and gives them life regen. I like this because it's not just a resurrection, it's a resurrection with a life regen, so they have a chance to heal some more. And then we have Undead Madness, which removes negative effects from all allies, applies immune to control, thunder immunity to all allies. So a team cleansing skill is incredibly nice. Very nice. So how would we run this monster? What's the best way to utilize this monster? I say your number one skill is for sure that resurrection skill. So I'm going to put that in slot 1, even though I don't anticipate using it that much. I'm a big fan of the cleansing skill, removing all negative effects from your team. So we have revival extra turn, we have cleansing. And then I really like, let's see, the vulnerable damage boost, I think is what I would go with. Yeah, remember, you always got to think of the context as, what am I going to do on turn 1? If you don't lose any monsters, there's no reason to do Rise of the Warrior, right? You can't. And in terms of cleansing, maybe you don't need a cleanse. Maybe the immune to control is useful, but realistically in this meta, we don't really utilize that much. One context I will say this is useful is if the enemy has like a spec panda, and then Spec runs Dispelling Fist, gets rid of all your positive effects, gets rid of your Megaton, and then Panda's supposed to go next in the turn order and do the denial. Keep in mind, if you have this monster, even if you're slower, if you're lower level, if your runes aren't as good, if this monster's going second in the turn order, you could put that Undead Madness and then protect from the Panda doing the stun and possession. So a lot of value and utility with Undead Madness. We do have Rays of Despair, which deals low thunder damage and shocks everyone. I don't think you necessarily need that skill. The Resurrection, I'm tempted to run it, but at the same time, I don't want a monster that can't do much, so having 2 Resurrection skills I think is actually overkill, funny enough. If you're possibly planning to put this monster on defense, maybe there is an argument for running your revival skills, like the team revival skill and the extra turn revival skill, or this one, like, I don't know, in defense, it's a whole different ballpark. And then the Spawnable Shock skill, I think you can do without. So, yeah, I think what I would go ahead and do is, let me see. Rise of the Warrior, yes on Undead Madness, and yes to your Boned. The last skill, if I had to pick one, resurrects allies with 100% life. If you were the last one alive, low thunder damage to all enemies, resurrects one ally, shock to one enemy. I guess shock has some utility value to it, so I'm tempted to do For the Lord. But if you want to have a second resurrection, like the team resurrection, you could go Graveyard Awakening. For now, I am going to try this since this monster is specifically meant to revive. Let's take a look at relics. So, Mask Relic, we are going to give them the Jazz Mask. And then in terms of this, you can drain stamina, so that's pretty useful. And then in terms of this, we are going to go with... So, different ways to play this monster. If you make him a threat with the Soul Drag, the enemy kills him. Hopefully he kills the enemy with Soul Drag. That's one potential possibility. You could also give this monster a Bark Hike just because this gives you a shield, and again, you're focusing on survivability. This is not a Burning Hands user. This is not an Unrelenting Assault user. Crystal Form, Pain Distiller, those kinds, I would use them on your top monsters more than anything, so I'd say you could go without. I think the best argument maybe is a Dispelling Fist, just to get rid of Megaton and then have your attacker attack. In terms of runes, I would say this monster can be ran, and I'm going to use level 9 runes. This monster can be a team speed holder, so you give him like 2 team speed and a life. You could give him a rainbow kind of build, so I would do something like this for this monster and have him go like last in the turn order if anything, and then if I need a cleanse, I cleanse. If someone died and I need a res, I res. Now the big issue is, what if the enemy does try to kill him? Well then, again, you can go kind of this build, or you can even go with something like this build, where he goes first, gets rid of empty, he's there to resurrect, he's quite tanky, and yeah, I think that's a good build. So we're going to try this out. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I feel pretty confident with this build. Let's take him out into PvP and let's see how well he can perform. Alright, so this is the team I'm going to utilize. I'm going to utilize Megaton Monster and then an attacker. Gartox in this case, he is running Unrelenting Assault. I might replace it just to showcase players that don't have Unrelenting Assault on your attacker and how having this monster could still work out. We have a strong Crow Electric there. So I am not... Wait, where's my Thunder Protection? Don't I have Thunder Protection at rank 3? Huh, that's weird. Alright, but anyhow, we are going to go ahead. So the reason I'm running Dispelling Fist is, again, for those situations where I am going first, vulnerable damage boost. So now my attacker is stronger and there's vulnerable on that monster. Funny enough, because it's water and water damage, I can just do my strong AoE skill. And yeah, let's do River Jet. And UA kicks in, and okay, thankfully he's alive, and we'll call it a day there. So this is just the perfect synergy of setting up that damage boost, vulnerable, cleansing with Dispelling Fist, and then having your attacker go and attack. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to pull off. Let's go with the next battle. Let's have the enemy kill me. I think I actually might die. Greater Times Curse. So now he's gonna kill me. Panda, okay. Alright, so, I wonder if, let's see, Megaton again. So unfortunately I got no stamina here, so I have to recharge. Have to recharge here as well. Here, I wish I could reapply Megaton, but I can't. Age Overseer, Morg's Armor. Let's hope I survive. Okay, so I lost one ally. That's good. It's actually a good thing. I have a lot of dots on me though. Oh, I survived barely, but I don't think I can do anything after that. Let's just do River Jet, and then how do you have revert events? All right, Soul Drag. Oh man, if only I survived, I could have rezzed my teammates. So that didn't work out. We'll try again. We will try again. I wonder if I should make him more tanky, or it's just because he's 130. You know what? Since he's a support monster, I'm just going to take him to 150. It's not like him at 130 really changes anything. All right, let's see what happens. All right, nice. So actually a Kaori, Thunder Attacker. Let's click Fight. Where is my Thunder Protection, though, at the start of the battle? I don't see it. So I think as of the time recording this video, SP might just have to fix that. But anyhow, I go first. Of course, we're going to get rid of MT. Vulnerable damage boost to my whole team. There we go. Dispelling Fist kicks in. And then Trapped Mine, that's fine. So obviously here, thanks to that damage boost, I can... Wait, what the heck? Target receives no... Oh, the enemy has it for some reason. So right now, it's treated like as a status caster negative effect. That is funny. That is hilarious. Alright, so obviously my attacker can go and attack. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to recharge. I want Mouseron to die. For my land, Morg's Armor kicks in. For Justice, Morg's Armor kicks in. So right now, I should be taking no damage, unless it's a special base attack. Alright, on the next one, I can cleanse those dots and do the immune to control. Thunder Protection as well. Forget your tricks. I'm just going to recharge again. Let's see what else. So now I have the revival. So this is the situation I don't want you guys to get in, where you have just resurrection skills and you can't do anything, so you're forced to recharge. Let's keep recharging. Ancient Obelisk for my land. I think I'll get finished here. One more attack. Come on, just give me one more attack. Let's do that. Get rid of your MT again. I think. Alright. So loss of control, there we go. Dead, Soul Drag kicks in. And the cool thing is, if you resurrect, let's say you only lost your Megaton monster. If you resurrect your Megaton monster, you get an immediate extra turn. You could attack, but you could also just reapply your Megatons, and now your attacker is protected again. Right? Especially if you have an anticipation monster on the side. Like instead of Gartox, if it was some anticipation attacker, that'd be pretty useful. Here, let's kill the attacker, and let's res. So, especially for wars, to try to win with 3 coins, the res skills are really, really valuable. Alright, let's try something different. But I think this is a build I actually do enjoy using. And yeah, like I said, he's one of those monsters that maybe from the perspective of being a... Hold on, let me change this. I don't want UA. I don't want him to be that powerful. We'll just give him like a... Oh, let's not give him anything. That's fun. Alright, let's try this again. Fight. Let's see what kind of opponents we can run into. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. Okay, perfect. This is a pretty strong team. Well, the Bloomeria is pretty strong. So once again, there's typically always one Megaton monster. This is why I advocate for making him go second in the turn order. And I really wish I would run into a Denier base, but looks like we're not going to run into it. So there it is. Get rid of MT. Awesome. Alright, Static Shock kicked in. That's fine. Soul Feint. Alright, I lost my effect. Let's kill Jakuna High. Alright, let's do nothing with you. Alright, Petal Scythe. Ooh, that's powerful. Oh, look, I lost my attacker. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he came back to life. Oh, if you have an attacker that can res, that's even better. That's even better. Here, we'll cleanse the negative effects. There we go. Protected. We are going to do Fated's Mate. Yeah, let's just kill you right now. And actually, I can't continue this because I have Soul Drag on my Mouseron, so I don't want Mouseron to kill Bloomeria. Let me get rid of that as well. So, change, feed... Yeah, so if you partner this monster up... Oh, you know what I'm going to try? This might be fun. What if I partner him up with... And I might need these runes. Let's just give speed. Sure, why not? What if we give Boom Shakalaka, who also has Resurrection? This is going to be interesting. Boom Shakalaka, who also has Resurrection. And we make sure you have the Revival Relic as well. We'll give you a level 1. That's fine. And then... we go more on the team speed route on my attackers just to make sure I am... So we're going to go 1 strength on my attackers. I don't want them to be too strong just for the purpose of this. Learner bonus anticipation would be a good one to use, but this is fine. Alright, so check this out. What if we do this? So both my attackers can res, plus I have a res monster, and I can make them so they're not... so they can't be controlled. Was I using Gartox? Water... Gartox. Alright, let's try this out. This will be interesting. So 2 attackers, no Megaton monster to protect me. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. Let's see what happens. Let's click Fight. So I get turn 1 in. I can still go with the removing of the MT. My attacker can go and attack, but I'm just going to skip the turn. So we are simply going to recharge. So here's a recharge. Spooky. Nightmare on the street. I'm going to lose Gartox. The Gartox is dead. My attacker is dead. They both come to life with their revival. We're just going to recharge. I was hoping he killed someone. Nope. No killing here. We're just going to cleanse. I don't even know what I was trying to do in this one. Let's kill one of them. I don't know who to kill, but let's kill one of them. Gartox. Oh, he can res. At least he got stunned. Recharge here. Ingvar's banner. Singing for you. Lost my 2 monsters again. Oh, I get a chance. Here it is. Team Resurrection. But look at the turn order. I have no idea what's going to happen. But they're both back to life. So, alright, they went. Nightmare on the Street. Alright, Fat Tits Mate. I lost my monsters again. And unfortunately, I was bleeding. If not, I could have rest, extra turn, and we could have won that battle. So that was interesting and fun to do. Let's try it again, out of curiosity. Again, not recommending this. I just want to try something else. I really wish we ran into a situation where someone could deny. I guess Flame, what's her name? Faye, she has, so this monster has CDA and this monster has Possession. So in this situation, I could actually start the game off with removing the nightmares and immune to control. That way, at least I don't get, oh, never mind. I'm still going to get possessed. Alright, recharge. And see how this plays out. Hideous Look, recharge, recharge. Blackfire, Ancient Ruins, recharge, Whack a Shield, recharge again. The CDA is going to stump me. Alright, I try to get possessed, but I'm immune to possession, which is a good thing. Like I said, why would you want to possess your own team? I can cleanse. Oh, here's the cleansing skill in effect. It's such a nice support skill to have. Cleansed all the negative effects away. Recharge. Here we can do the... Oh, blocked. By... What? Who blocks? You block res? Oh. Alright, we're going to do the vulnerable damage boost skill. Forget your tricks. And Whack a Shield. Alright, now that she's dead, I can successfully revive. Oh, but I died. But look, he's back to life. Yeah, so like I said, support monsters, especially res monsters, are really hard to pull off because you need your monsters to die. The best showcase really is your Megaton monster dying and then just bringing it back to life, right? Because you can reapply Megaton, or your attacker dies, you get 1 shot, 1 kill, you bring that monster back to life, and then you attack the enemy. That's really the best showcase for him. I would say he's a useful monster specifically for war situations more than anything. And I'm sure, deals heavy thunder, let's do that. And I'm sure you could find a use for him as well. In PvP, like maybe you're in a situation where you can really pull it off. Let's go mate. Boom. Thanks to that vulnerable, that helps set up. I don't need to do, actually, you know what, I think they have a freeze. Yeah, I think he can freeze, so we'll do that. We'll do the damage protection. Do I have it? Blocks 50% of incoming damage. Alright, light them up. Laser beam sword, Joust mask. Yeah, if you can, like, if you're battling specs that are OTKing you, maybe if you run a 2-life skeleton, that way when your monsters die because of UA or whatever, you can just bring them both back to life or some mechanic like that, and then you exhausted specs UA. Like there's definitely some usabilities for the monster. We will simply do a recharge. We will do this to get rid of the dodge area. Dispelling Fist, Dragon Stab, boom. And yeah, not much to do here. So guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I'll try to do a follow video. Maybe I battle some teammates and run some different kind of builds on him. But he's a pretty straightforward monster. He's there to res. He can help you get 3 coins. In PvP, he could potentially help you out if you tank him, if you make him tanky enough to where he can survive, outlast your allies that die, and then you bring him back. Because remember, you're battling the AI, and the AI is not necessarily the brightest. Like maybe this monster with a taunt dodge area monster, and he's super tanky. Like maybe if you pull something like, let's see, maybe like a Tertillion and maybe like a Lady Meow, maybe some mechanic like this. Tertillion also has res, so that's useful. So maybe if you pull something like this off, and instead of him being fast, you give him an additional life, so some super tanky build like this, and then you click fight. So Tertillion supports your monsters with that 50% damage protection and everything. So maybe something like this could work out. Right here, let's try it out. Rat and Snake, Burning Hands, Crystal Form. I get to go. I get to do... Ooh, I'm going to start the game off with Plans Within Plans. 2 random positive effects to my team. Carlos said halts. Crystal Form kicks in. I can do removes negative effects. I don't necessarily need to remove anything. I'll do Your Boned. Get rid of that. Dispelling Fist kicks in. My monsters have the damage boost. So Lady Meow is going to deal some nice damage when she goes. Alright, that got cleansed away. Let's go with the damage protection. Oh, look, tried to attack me. Ryan Strabna bursts armor, and again, super tanky over here. Even though he doesn't have a high life to begin with, like you can make him pretty tanky. I could blast a strong AoE and kill them, but we're just gonna play it out. So Saber Slash, Burning Hands, Laser Beam Sword, Sleeping in the moonlight, that's fine. I can cleanse stuff away, and now I'm immune to control as well. Snakeheads, that's fine. Let's see, total damage reduction or skill mirror. We'll self-skill mirror. That way anything you throw at me, I reflect back at you. And plans within plans, all these positive effects. So look at this, like some sort of dodge area, Tertullian combo with Skeletron, where even if they kill someone, I am good to go. We'll recharge there. Laser beam sword. We'll do, let's see, so I don't want to kill them. We'll recharge. I forgot she only has one single the way I use her. Look at that. That was blocked. We are going to do Art of War. You know, I'm curious. Total blind, insane magic damage. Oh, that was fun. Alright. Ooh, Return of the Living Dead. Deals very heavy thunder damage, shock, and mega stun. Here, let's end with that. Alright, so you guys get the idea. So, interesting stuff you can do with the monster. I'll definitely try to showcase him against some teammates, and hopefully we can get a better example of what this monster can do. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. He's in a maze, so you might as well go for him. Let me know what you guys think about the monster in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.